Namaskara, welcome to this episode. We are putting together a few episodes to help you get started with your screenwriting journey and also make it more interesting for you to make use of the Scrite app. Today we have a very special episode. In this episode, we are going to be using Scrite to put together a very interesting story, and the master chef for the way we mix up the story elements today would be our guest, director and screenwriter Abhay Simha. You would have heard about Abhay Simha a lot already. He is a very known filmmaker. He started his filmmaking journey with his first film, Gubachi Gadu, which won a National Film Award under the Best Children's Film category. Since then, he has also directed Shikari, Sakkare, and quite recently a film called Paddai. It's in Tudu. It's an adaptation of Shakespeare's Macbeth. We have had an opportunity to speak with Abhay Simha several times in the past, and we've known him to be a kick-ass writer. He has got very deep insight into filmmaking and writing. So welcome, Director Abhay Simha, and
thank you.
Thank you for making time for this episode. One bit for our viewers is Director Abhay Simha has lent a lot of support, a lot of suggestions and advice throughout the development of the Scrite app. So he was probably one of the first people to test Scrite the app. Thank you very much for supporting us throughout this journey, and thank you for being on this episode. So you've used a lot of other screenwriting software. So just want to get your initial impressions about Scrite, what you think about the product, what do you think about screenwriting apps in general?
Yeah, screenwriting as a discipline, because we call it as a discipline, it needs to be written in a particular disciplined way. So in that, I use a lot of softwares like word processing softwares like Final Draft or Movie Magic or Celtex to write my scripts. In each software, I have encountered some difficulties or some challenges because they are not meant for Indian conditions. Like I write in Kannada, so I want Kannada font support in my software. Otherwise, I'll have to type in English fonts, but in Kannada language, which becomes difficult to use. So there were a lot of challenges and handicaps when using other softwares. And also the softwares are quite expensive. It's very challenging to use those softwares and try those softwares. Celtex was, for some time it was free, but...
Oh, sorry, we'll have to reshoot the last bit. Sorry, I had to cut you for just a bit, Nanige. The internet connection in the room was not working, and I'm recording this on 4G. You are saying that you've used Final Draft and Celtex, and please continue.
Yeah, so I've used Celtex and the Final Draft Movie Magic in earlier days. So and I had limitations and challenges in all these softwares because I think and write in Kannada, so I need Kannada font support in these softwares. And also these softwares were quite expensive for different stages of usage. So when I started using Scrite, one of the first things you implemented was Kannada font support, which was a big thing for me. And also your software supported Mac. One of the good things where you actually started the whole idea of the software is the structure part of it. So many times when you are writing a script, you want to change the perspective. You want to look at the script in a different character perspective or take a different approach to the script and see how it is working. So I think in that way, Scrite helps me because it has a visual orientation to the entire thing. That feature is quite unique in Scrite. Though of course different software have addressed it in different ways, but I think Scrite does it the best.
Okay, let's kind of showcase our viewers how this works and why you think it's useful for a screenwriter. So before we started our call, I shared with you a template script, and you had a chance to read. Let me just open that. All right, so this is the bare bones screenplay. What we have on the structure, this is the structure part that Director Abhay Simha was talking about. This is for a story where there's a young man who goes into an ice cream shop. He orders for an ice cream, which is a rather cheap, very low priced ice cream. The waiter who is waiting on him. She's a woman. She has been frustrated with a lot of customers, a lot of people that she has met throughout the day. They mostly seem like entitled, arrogant people. But he orders this, and she is kind of judging this young customer because he's buying very low priced ice cream. He buys the ice cream and then he eats it very slowly, but at the end he leaves a tip. Receiving the tip from a customer that she was judging is a very moving moment for the waitress. So we have a story like that. We have various blocks that could potentially come into the story. All the red blocks convey the sentiment that Anita, our waiter, is kind of frustrated with her job and frustrated with the customers that she's meeting on that particular day. And then she's not getting any help from her manager whatsoever. All the green blocks are those moments where Anita and this young man happen to meet. And the blue boxes is the conversations between her boss and her. What Director Abhyasimha and I will do now is he's going to advise how these can be pieced together to make a screenplay out of the story. Let's start with this. So what do you think should be the way we open the story here?
Yeah, so this story can be viewed in two different, we can take two different approaches. Can be Anita, the waitress, her point of view, where she is frustrated and how she looks down at this guy. So we can make it her journey. So I think we'll take that approach first, and then we explore the other approaches.
Okay, the first scene. This should probably be the first one, right?
Yeah. So it is important that we, if we start through Anita's journey, so it is important that we have to establish her frustration.
Right.
So at the outset, as you rightly said, we should start with that waiter. Anita is called Lazy Pig.
Okay, cool. So we're going to drag and drop this scene here and say this is our opening scene, right? At this point, the typical screenwriter's rules apply, right? So when we open the scene like this, nobody knows that this is Anita yet. Nobody knows the name of this waiter. So how do you think we should go about addressing that?
Yeah, so usually what happens is while writing the script, the screenwriter knows the entire universe of the script. So, right. We generally, I don't generally give the introduction and everything. So once the structure is in place, only then I start working on my second draft where I give the proper introduction to the character, etc., etc. Of course, through this, the first scene which you have placed in the timeline also explains some bit about Anita. So she, we know whom to vote for, whom we should support.
Got it.
So there is sort of an introduction to Anita here, but at the same time, we may need to write something more to introduce her properly. But I think that will come only after we fix on the structure part of it.
Understood. Cool. The other thing that I want to take your views on, is that this particular scene does not have a scene heading. We don't have interior, ice cream shop, day, or anything, right? So we just have the scene block. Do you think that is also something that we can, the app provides a way for you to add a scene heading at some point. Right now, the scene heading contains nothing. So it's the default scene heading, which says interior somewhere day. We could potentially go here at some point and say ice cream shop, and morning, day, evening, whichever that works out. But do you think it's okay to have scenes without headings in the beginning, but then add it as as an afterthought?
Yeah, it can be done that way, and I think compared to Final Draft or any other software, this is also a feature which is interesting because so when you use any other software, that has to you have to give a heading, otherwise you are not able to proceed. So here, it more works on a structure way. So I think, if we start without any headings and freeze our timeline and then start thinking about, location, etc., etc., that is also an interesting feature to have.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the scene heading for now because we don't really need it to begin with, right? So we have a waiter. In this, we have established that the customer has already placed the order and that he has not gotten what he has ordered for. The customer is frustrated and he's taking his anger out on Anita. And while she's moving, she overhears lazy as pigs. It's been over 30 minutes. Right. So I guess maybe we want to use this as off-screen comment, right? And so this is a great scene. So we have established the key problem with our character.
Yeah. So do we have a scene with Anita and her boss?
We have Anita and her boss here. So let's go ahead here. So as Anita reaches the counter there and says, "What an asshole. He calls me a pig in front of his girlfriend. Fast service, huh? I'll go stuff this ice cream into his mouth. So I think this is a good next scene, right?
So let's have this scene then.
Right. So I'm going to drag and drop here. So this is how the story is progressing. And you'll notice that as I drag and drop, the sequence is getting constructed here, right? So this is the first scene, and after that, the story goes here. So we've conveyed multiple aspects of Anita's frustration. She's in a job where customers are rude with her and they also don't leave a tip, right? So there are multiple pain points that she has. She's not getting any support from her boss. And at the same time, maybe we are also establishing that she's kind of locked to this job. There isn't enough going on with her life where she can just leave the job and protest.
So maybe here we can introduce Arjun, our young man, coming in, and she's already frustrated, and then she encounters another person who's probably not going to give her any tip.
Right. So here we say Anita turns to look at the door. She sees a young man wearing unflattering clothes, walking into the shop. His appearance is a stark contrast. So maybe we can edit this part and say she's picked up the tray, but then let's say as she turns around, this is where she notices the young man for the first time. Maybe we have to change how the transition from the previous scene to this scene happens.
Correct. So this can happen in the second draft. Once you're finalize on the structure, these changes have to be made.
The young man who walks in, he is in stark contrast to our customers. He looks poor. He looks unkept. He's taking his own sweet time to place an order. And he asks this question, do you have any ice cream under 80 rupees? Right? I think this is a great scene to start as the next one. So I'm going to move this scene here so that we're building our flow of the story like this. So we have our story come here so far. So what do you think could be the next thing that happens?
Okay, now she goes and serves the rude customer. Let's have that scene.
We'll have this scene here now. So she goes and serves the rude customer, right? I think this is a great fourth scene for our story, right?
Yeah, so what we have done is, we have introduced our another protagonist like Arjun. We have introduced him. We are still building on the emotion of Anita because we are taking her point of view. So we have put a seed. So I think the third scene would be a seed to what is going to lead us towards the climax. While we have seen Anita, now we have another scene with Arjun where he's, just enjoying his ice cream or looking around. Do we have any scene like that?
So I think we have this scene. The young man is very nicely enjoying his ice cream and he's eating it very slowly. I think we are kind of highlighting the fact that this guy is in no hurry, right? He's taking his time. Although he's ordered a really small ice cream, he's enjoying it very slowly.
So can you zoom out the structure part, please?
Okay.
Can we go to the payments? Is it too early? Do we have anything else? Any other scenes?
Anita asks the young man if he needs anything else. So I think this is...
let's use that scene.
Yeah.
And then let's see if we have anything else which we can bring in between.
Okay, so I'm going to put this here. So Anita, she notices that this young man is eating his ice cream very slowly. She's probably observing that he's behaving nicely, not like the other rude customers, but this guy is not ordering enough.
And then let's have that some customer. Let's keep rude customer to the end so that, just before the climax, we can have a big impact scene.
Right. So she accepts the credit card from a customer at the table. She looks at the bill that she's given the customer. It reads 759 rupees. The customer has not entered any amount in the tip column. She enters the amount and has him type the PIN. Throughout this process, Anita is hoping that she'll get some tip, but she gets nothing.
So in this scene, we have shown all these activity, but we have not explicitly said that. So I think after this scene, if we have a boss schooling her, that will drive home the message, what we are trying to do, depict through the scene.
Perfect. So I'm going to get this guy here, drag and drop. That's my next scene. So she then, after Anita, gets the acknowledgement from the credit card machine, Ramesh collects the credit card slips from Anita, says, Rohan and Meena and the rest are not only making good sales, they're also earning decent tips. How much tip did you make? So Anita says, I either get jerks who don't tip or people who buy cheap stuff that can't tip.
Do we have a scene with Arjun now? Do we have any scene left with Arjun?
So we have Anita hands over the bill to the young man. That's there with Arjun.
Yeah, I think we can put this scene here because when she's mentioning about she getting jerks who can't tip her, he is indicating towards this man also probably. If we have that scene immediately, so maybe the audience will make a sort of connection that, okay, this is another guy whom she's mentioning about.
Perfect. Cool. So we have this scene next. We say she hands over the bill to the young man. It's a bill for 78 rupees. It's a very stark contrast from 759 rupees that she gave a bill for previously.
And then maybe we can collect, maybe Anita collects payment from the rude customer.
Right. So she collects payment from the rude customer. So she goes here. Anita is seen accepting credit card from the customer who had called her a pig. He has not entered anything in the tip column of the bill either. There's so much not going in favor of Anita right now, right?
Yeah. Also, in the meanwhile, what we have done with Arjun's scene is we have already served him his ice cream. We have given him his bill. So, and on the other side, we are building on Anita's frustration. So now then she suddenly discovers that, probably this young man has left.
So we say when she turns around, she notices the young man has left.
Okay. So we can use this scene now.
So, okay, so we'll use this scene. I'm going to drag it here. And this is our next scene, right? I think this is great. And then I think the logical next scene is that she's pleasantly surprised that he has left for tip.
Correct, yeah.
Right, so we have this. So we have one extra scene, which is fine.
What is the scene? Anita gets the bill.
He gets the bill. So I think we can introduce it now somewhere in between, right? So I'll say, let's say I put this here. So I'm going to drag this here and put it here. So now we have adjusted the flow. So this is one of the things that you can do in Scrite. You can go ahead and reshape your story whichever way you see fit at a much later time as well.
It is interesting also because when we put things in this kind of structure sort of a thing, we also know that if two scenes are doing the same business, so we can do away with that scene also, because since it's in the structure format, clearly know what emotions we are handling, and if two scenes are handling the same emotion, it will probably become a lag in the edit.
Perfect. Okay, so now that we have placed all of these scenes together, we have our screenplay, which is all the building blocks are pieced together in a sequence. Right, this entire screenplay, we have told it from the point of view of Anita, right? What other ways can this story be told?
So, many times what happens is if my protagonist is Anita, and then I write the entire script keeping Anita as a protagonist, and then somewhere in the middle, sometimes I might think, okay, what if I introduce the entire script through, what is his name, Arjun's point of view, the young man who doesn't have money. Sometimes I would like to experiment with my characters and the structure of the script. In the structure itself, you can actually rearrange the entire thing. Maybe the first scene would be him coming into the ice cream parlor and then looking at Anita. So the same structure can be rearranged to look like that. We start the entire script with Arjun coming to the ice cream parlor, and then so this would be that scene, and then waiter Anita is called rude. She goes to her boss, but she doesn't get any support from the boss, and she's asked to serve the ice cream to the rude customer. She serves. Anita notices young man. So for time being, we have put the scene in the structure like this. But if we finalize the timeline like this, or the structure to be in this order, then we may have to rewrite the scene like dynamics. But for time being in the structure, we know what is the flow looks like, and we know the scenes and what the scene looks like. So in our mind, we know what is the structure going to look like, right? So then we can have Anita. So all these things can flow exactly the same way it is, but what will change is in the end. So Anita takes payment from the rude customer. Yeah, so we may have to write another scene here, extra scene. We may have to add an extra scene where Arjun checks his pockets and finds only 100 rupees. Yeah, so we can have this scene after 11th scene. Yeah, and the text.
There's also going to be in dark green, so I'm going to put it here.
Yeah, because Anita takes payment from the rude customer, and she has had a bad experience. That probably makes Arjun think that he should tip her well, or whatever best of his capacity. So that becomes a triggering point for Arjun to give her a tip. So whatever little money he has, so and in that scene itself, then we cut to Anita. So the audience is thinking that, okay, he's checking his pocket. What is he doing? Okay, then he gets only 100 rupees. So 80 rupees is bill. And then Anita suspects, she walks up to her stable and Arjun is, absent. She finds that he has tipped her well as in within his 20 rupees. So now, though Arjun has not spoken a single word other than, placing his order, we probably can think, what is he thinking about? So this could be one example. So where, the whole structure section of your software has been utilized to change the structure and revisit the story.
Right.
Or maybe in the same structure, what we did earlier, from Anita's point of view, we can intercut. So in this scene also, in this structure also, maybe if we want to revisit, if we want to, it will be slightly verbose, but just for the sake of exercise, if you want to go to the last scene and then revisit, drag and drop the scene number 3 here. Okay, and the scene number 5. Can you drop scene number 5?
So, and I'll drop scene number 5.
So these kind of connections also can be made. Like if we are talking, I'm using this script just as a practicing tool. But if we have a case suitable where we are going for flashbacks, then we can connect. In some scenes, some films like say Dunkirk, you have a lot of scenes where you have to revisit a couple of scenes which the audience has already seen. So you can do those kind of connections also here. So the red line flowing from red scene to the green scene, and the green line going back to another scene. All these connections can be made so that there are no loose ends in your script.
This would be a fantastic way to kind of put together the various raw materials that make your story. And like you said, in the second draft, one can start focusing about the transitions and all of that. This is kind of what a film editor would do with all his video, right? He's going to drag and drop them, and then he's going to chop bits and then piece them together.
Yeah, also, this feature is also helpful because with the modern distribution setups like Netflix or Amazon Prime or any other OTT platforms, software gives you option of choosing your own path in the film. Right. So in that kind of, so this software also addresses that new generation distribution setup where the script needs to be written in a completely different way. We need to have options where this screenplay would flow towards, where the audience will have possibilities. So this in the structure, you can decide all those possibilities and test your screenplay for all those possibilities.
This has been a fantastic ride. Within a very short duration of time, we've been able to put together a very interesting story and explore various ways in which we can tell that story. And I think that's really amazing. So we're going to be posting a link to the Scrite file that director Abhay Simha and I kind of put together. We're going to be posting a link to that file. You can download that, read the screenplay, and then maybe you can play around with it as well. Move the blocks back and forth and see how you want to piece together the story by yourself. Have fun creating new screenplays. Stay home, stay safe, write your next blockbuster with Scrite. Thank you so much, Director Abhay Simha. Thank you for making time and being on this video. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.